Hey guys, my name's Art. Welcome back for another video. Wow, this is like 3 videos in 3 days. Amazing. Normally on Sundays I will go to the gym. Usually Saturdays and Sundays I go to the gym. But since that coronavirus is around, I decided not to do it. Now, not to go to the gym. Now the reason why, that's part of the reason. Another part of the reason of me not going to the gym is the fact that people at the gym are pretty disgusting. You love going to the gym, but the people there are kind of disgusting when they don't clean up after themselves. For example, a couple weeks ago, this one guy was doing leg press. Okay, he was doing leg presses, which is no big deal, right? I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to remember how much he was pressing. 540 pounds. He was leg pressing 540 pounds, which is 6 plates on each side, and he's doing his workout very well. But the funny thing is that he was wearing a white T-shirt, like a white Under Armour shirt. Like this is like a regular white T-shirt. He was wearing a white Under Armour. I have an Under Armour shirt like that. And the thing is that once you sweat, you will see it. This mother was drenched. He was drenched. I mean, the thing was like clinging, like he was in the shower, like you know, like wet T-shirt contest kind of thing. So he was in there. He was doing his thing. And I was doing my workout on a different machine, and I'm low key watching them because I'm thinking to myself, whenever I see someone sweat like that, I'm thinking, you know what, this guy, they're going to clean up after themselves, right? Now, there's cleaners and rags everywhere in the gym. So anybody can just spray and just wipe it down. This motherfucker got up, got his stuff, and just walked off. The weight still there. The seat is back like wet, and I'm like, and then I wonder why I keep getting sick when I go to the gym. Even when I spray the machine and wipe it down before I use it and spray it after I use it, I still end up getting sick at the gym. So imagine me going to the gym at this time, right now. I'm not going to do it because I know for a fact that I know some sweaty. Tell you the truth, right now there's staff hours, and I know they clean it. But the thing is, in about an hour or so, the staff is going to be like, I think it's the owner. A lot of times he cut out early. His people stay there at 4 o'clock. Sometimes he used to cut out at 2 o'clock. Like I'm done for the day, gone. And then who knows what happened. But anyway, since I wasn't going to go to the gym today, so it allowed me to do a little reading and to try to make, since I didn't for almost 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, I didn't read any books whatsoever. So, like I said, I just finally finished this one yesterday or the day before. I couldn't remember. I remember doing a video about this yesterday, or was it Friday? I can't remember. I think I did it yesterday. So today, this is a good one. Days of Futures Past. This is a very light book. I bought this book for like $5. It was like 3.95. See how thin that is? That's how thin it is. I read it in an hour. Okay, I had my coffee. I ate my muffin. After I had my muffin, I had a little coffee and read this at the same time. Now, there's going to be some spoilers. There's going to be spoilers. So, if you're watching this, there's spoilers. So, if you don't want to hear the spoilers, just shut the video off right now. Or wait until after I tell you what issues these are. Then shut the video off. Or if you want to hear what I think about it, keep on going. So now, but the funny thing is, now, this book right here is two issues. issue 141, which has that classic cover right there. See that classic cover? Old Wolverine and old Shadowcat or Kitty Pryde. Okay, old classic cover in which some other people ape the cover, or they, they when they say they ape it, they basically do homage to it. And 142. See that cover? That's freaking awesome. That's an awesome cover. That's one of the best X-Men covers I ever seen. This book, these stories was written in 1980 to 81. I was like 10 years old when this came out, and I read it when I was like 15. Cause somehow I got the books when I was 15 or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. Or maybe I got a book like this when I was in high school. I can't remember. I don't remember. But anyway, but the thing is, those two issues, 141 and 142, they're very they're easily, you can easily get them for less than $100 a piece. These are two comics that's on my list to buy. And you see Wolverine get like creamed on the back cover, and it's like, oh. But anyway, this story spawned this movie, X-Men: Days of Futures Past. So if you've seen this movie, you pretty much already knew what happened in this book. Of course, the movies took liberties from this story. Now, and also, if you saw the X-Men animated TV show back in the 90s, they used this information too to create this awesome story. And of course, things changed. Now back in the comics area, Shadowcat, her name was Catherine Pryde, Kitty Pryde. She was the quote unquote mascot of the X-Men. She was the teenager of the group, where most people understand Jubilee being the mascot of the group. And so what happened was, in the story, in the future, these things called the Sentinels basically rule America, the United States, killing off mutants, and they kill off the other superheroes as well because they have powers. So a rag team of X-Men decided that we're gonna try to go back in time, but we can't. There's no such thing as time travel. So they used Catherine Pryde to do this because she had the least skill. Okay? So they used some mental magic to put her back in the past to try to save this sick guy named Senator Kelly. Now, the fun thing is, in the X-Men movie, Senator Kelly died in the first X-Men movie. And then this movie reset the whole X-Men movie universe. So all the problems that went wrong, especially X-Men 3, X-Men United, got wiped away by this movie. X-Men Origins, that kind of got jacked up, got wiped away from this movie. X-Men 2, God Love, sorry. I mean, Last Stand, which is the third movie, I'm sorry, got rewritten by this movie. So this movie reset the whole Marvel universe on Fox. But the problem is that for the movie version, see, for the cartoon, it was Bishop who was traveling through time to do all this. If I remember correctly, it was Bishop. But in this movie, it was Wolverine because they didn't introduce Shadowcat or Kitty Pryde in the movie form at all. They slightly showed Jubilee as a young female in the movies, but she wasn't existed. So they, okay. Other person, let's think of Rogue. Yeah, Rogue. Anna Paquin, who played Rogue. She had a big part in the first movie, very little to no part in the second. Well, she kind of had, but in the third, she was kind of like, whiny little bitch. So they said, this is not going to work. Who's the best person to do this? I know, Hugh Jackman. And make it another Wolverine-centric movie. So it's the Wolverine Show Part 2. Now, this X-Men Days of Futures Past is based on the new X-Men movies where they did the prequels, like the prequels era, and they tied him to this prequels and the regular universe of when they were older. Long story short, This guy named Senator, who was a big promising senator, he gets killed. They decided to kill all mutants and all this other stuff. Remember how I said, like, in the past video, people hate mutants? They're racist against mutants. So mutants kills a senator on live TV. Racism implodes. We hate. So in a way, this is kind of like this doesn't really touch on racism, but because it puts some mutants on blast, like mutants are evil, mutants are deadly, mutants are less than human. Yeah, but this is a good read. No racism here, but that's what I gather from it. No, this story is not racist. No, this book kind of promotes racism. Sorry. Oops. I didn't mean it that way. It does not promote racism, but it kind of put a spotlight on how racist beliefs are. But this one does not. This one's better. This is a better story than that one. No, actually, that one's the better story, but this one is easier to read. But anyway, like I said, you can get that. You could buy. You easily buy the graphic novel like this for at a unique price. You know what? I might watch this today. I've been wanting to watch this for a while, so I might watch that today. Since I'm not doing anything. Thanks, coronavirus. Or should I read another book? I don't know. There's a couple. I mean, there's some regular comic books that I haven't read. I'm like 2, 3 months behind. To some books, I'm 6 months behind. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do today. I really don't. But the only thing I can tell you is that I'm trying to stay healthy as possible. I'm trying not to go as many places as I need to go. I did go out to get coffee, but hey, whatever. The thing is, as soon as you leave your door, you're going to you might get exposed. So I might buy some comic books today, so they won't build up and say, oh, I'd rather go there when I say, oh, you owe me 15 to $20, then you owe me 45. If I wait another week, I'll probably owe them $45. So I'm thinking about that too as well, but maybe a little later. So with that, I hope you guys are staying healthy and being safe. Wash your damn hands instead of relying on hand sanitizer. Wash your damn hands. Wash them damn hands instead of relying on hand sanitizer like some of these other motherfuckers are. Make sure you clean your areas well if you're going out in public. And the funny thing is that if you're not going out in public, or you don't have a lot of people at your house, you should be fine. But then again, like I said, you could be bringing stuff in, so do all of that stuff as well. Me, I Lysol my room sometimes. I'm like, smelly nice. But anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway. You know what? Maybe one day I'll put my Twitter handle on here, and maybe I might. And if you follow me, and then that way I don't really put too much on Twitter or Instagram. I might say, okay, guys, let me know what you want me to read this week. But I'm thinking either one or two things, or maybe three. Okay. These are the three candidates I'm thinking about reading this week. One is The Death of Wolverine. One is The Death of Wolverine. I finally bought this. The thing is that I finally bought this about a year ago. Actually, I think it's about it's about a year ago. Yeah. I bought it on Free Comic Book Day. That's what I did. I bought this a year ago that day, which is May. And I haven't even touched this book yet. So you can see I have a lot of books that I haven't even touched yet. Hence why I'm trying to read one book a week, so I can try to catch up on some of these books. And this is one I've been trying to read for a while. And maybe I might do it this week. Death for Wolverine. Or I might switch up gears and read Justice League Trinity War, which I'm kind of more interested in reading this one. Wow. Oh. See, I had this for almost a year, so you can tell how dusty it is. But then again, my room is naturally dusty anyway. Yeah, I might take you. I might read this, or I might read this, Ms. Marvel, the first Pakistani superhero. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a Pakistani superhero, but this is the first time Marvel had one, and it's a female, and she's pretty hot right now. The only problem is that it all depends on how they write this person, just like anybody, just like any character. If you got a shitty writer, the character's gonna be kind of flat. If you got a really good writer who kind of understands what the character's about, now if they do the Peter Parker treatment on her, she'll be astronomical. Give her the Peter Parker treatment. Throws a little ethnic stuff in there. Boom. She'll be like the next. She'll be as popular as the next Spider-Man in making. But those are my words. So right now I'm gonna Lysol my room. This is almost empty, but I got another can in the bathroom. I've been using this a lot, especially around my room, because this air gets kind of thin, especially when me sneezing and stuff. Like, man, I'm in my room, I'm sneezing. Okay. So I'm about to Lysol. So what happens while this thing's uploading, so I can post it online? I'll be Lysoling this room, and I think I'm gonna do something today. So with that, if you like if you like it, like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you like if you like the book Days of Futures Past, and you say, "Oh, this is a great story," let me know. If you say, "Oh, this thing sucked," let me know. If you think this movie sucked, let me know. I personally liked it, but if you didn't like it, let me know. I like to hear what you guys think about what I do. Or if you say, "Hey, Art, don't read that Justice League. Please don't read that Justice League." I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't read that Justice League right now. But like I said, I'm leaning more towards Death for Wolverine. If I'm leaning more towards that means I might do it anyway. But anyway, who knows? Who knows? Who knows what kind of mischief I'm going to get into today? Being at home. So with that, if you want to share this video, go ahead and share it with your family, friends, and enemies. And flick me upon your worst enemies. So they'll be like, oh my God, what kind of video did you send me? Like sometimes one of my friends sends me these really, really not for safe work videos. And I'm like, man, I wish I could tell you some of the videos that this guy sends me. I'm like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Really, man? But anyway, have a great Sunday or whatever day it is that you're watching this, and have an awesome time.